Hey, welcome to our podcast, Geek News Live. My name is Jay, joined with Philip, Max, and Mike. Dan couldn't make it today. We got some rumors, some news, some fun stuff to talk about for the next half hour, 45 minutes. Uh, First off, I want to thank everybody for listening to our last week's podcast. We've done higher numbers than we've done so far. We're about to crack 100 views, and that's pretty exciting. And it looks like most of you listened to most of the cast, so that's exciting too. Um, yeah, I'm just going to start it right off with a rumor that I am excited about. Yeah. Rumors are fun to speculate, and when Batman v Superman came out, everybody was getting excited because there was rumors about Bryan Cranston playing Lex Luthor, and I was one of those people. I jumped on that bandwagon like, oh my god! And well, Cranston is back in the rumor mill right now, being eyed for a role in Star Trek 3 as the villain. I love Bryan Cranston as much, well, not as much as I like Benedict Cumberbatch, but he is still a fun actor, and I really, really hope that this is true. Really hope that this is true. Um, Max, got any thoughts?
Yeah, no, I love Bryan Cranston. Obviously, Breaking Bad, Malcolm in the Middle. You can't really keep this guy down. He's really good. So, I'm excited to see him in anything really. Star Trek 3, awesome. I like Star Trek. I like the first two Star Trek movies that they came out with, and I'm always happy to see Bryan Cranston get work. I mean, like, yeah, he even made that crappy Godzilla movie kind of better. So, there's that.
Yeah, that Godzilla movie pissed me off because I was so excited to watch Bryan Cranston in a Godzilla movie, and I didn't hate the movie. It was okay, but
Yeah, because it
he
had
was
Bryan Cranston in it.
he was in it for 10 minutes. Like the trailer was all Bryan Cranston, and then the movie is like not Bryan Cranston at all.
So
Ugh.
the truth behind that is that Bryan Cranston slowly, like they tricked him. He slowly realized how bad the movie was actually over time, and then he quit. And that they could only use that much footage. That was all they got. So that was what they threw in the movie. That's how it went.
Mike?
Yeah, that's exactly what happened, Max. No, I'm excited. I mean, I love Bryan Cranston as an actor. I mean, I liked him a lot, but even before Breaking Bad with Malcolm in the Middle, I always thought he was kind of the highlight of that show, and definitely with Breaking Bad, he was great. My only hope is that if he's doing a villain, that maybe go with an original villain again, because that was kind of half and half what I was kind of giving Terry. It's like, oh, Cumberbatch, of course it's going to be Khan. Like, I kind of knew that even before, like, they spoiled it, and the way everything was building up, it was Khan. But, spoilers, Benedict Cumberbatch is Khan. But I kind of hope they go with an unpredictable choice if they do decide to use a regular Trek villain. Like, I don't know. I don't know if it'd be an original series villain he could do, or just do a new original villain. Something fresh. And just have him say, I am not in danger, Mr. Spock. I am the danger.
Philip?
Oh, that's awesome, Mike. Yeah, so I love him as an actor. He's definitely one of those guys that you just get entranced watching, and he proved he can pull off walking around in his underwear twice, Malcolm in the Middle and Breaking Bad. But as far as that goes, I'm excited, and I agree with Mike. I actually really think it needs to be something different. Just throw a different character out there, a different guy out there, and let him run with it and get a little creative. Because when he got towards the end of Breaking Bad was really when he got really interesting of how far he'd go with that character, and I'd love to see what he could do with a true villain.
I agree. He was actually the highlight of the Super Bowl too. Did anybody catch the Ensure commercial? That was awesome. That was awesome.
I mean, he was a breath of fresh air in that depressing ass
Yeah.
display of God knows what. I don't know what happened, why they were trying to ruin the Super Bowl, but oh man, so depressed. Like, I was depressed after watching the Super Bowl. How are you sitting here watching the Super Bowl? And you're just like, wow, man, I really just kind of want to kill myself, It's like,
You talking about the dead kid?
Yes, I mean, like, give me a break. And then even that one with the dog and the horse, that whole freaking homeward bound Budweiser story. But I was not feeling commercials in the Super Bowl this year. They were just way off.
Now, if Bryan Cranston had shown up and said that he was originally the dead kid, then I would have enjoyed it.
Yeah, that would have been cool. That would have been totally cool. He's there in his underwear, like, being as hell.
I died. I was shot with my own machine gun. Oh, spoilers again.
To be fair, you watched like 37 Lifetime movies during the Super Bowl, and you shouldn't assume that many Lifetime movies in a 3-hour time frame. Speaking of the Super Bowl, what do you guys think of the trailers? Was there any trailers that you thought were cool?
Fucking Terminator Genesis. That was the one. That movie is going to be god-awful.
I was sorely disappointed that there was no Batman v Superman, even though my logical side of my brain was saying that's not going to happen. But the fact that they had like an actual website like spot for it, did anyone see the article? Like they had something on iSpot.tv or whatever, which usually is a very credible source for getting streaming commercials from Super Bowl, but nope, nothing. And everyone on that post was furious. I really wasn't, though. I got a good doodle out of it, of Batman yanking the football away from Superman.
Philip, anything?
So a little bit more of Jurassic World that they showed you, the extra 10 to 15 seconds of the dinosaur was kind of interesting.
Chris Pratt has a raptor squad.
This is true.
That part is like one of the reasons I really want to see this movie is Chris
Really?
Pratt and his army of raptors. Yeah.
Like, it looks like he's going to go out hunting with him for that hybrid T-Rex, whatever that thing is.
Yeah. I'm just sorry, but it's always the same story. Hey, we made some dinosaurs. Why? Why did we make the dinosaurs? Oh, God, I can't believe this happened again.
Dude, at this point, it's just good old-fashioned B-movie fun. I don't care. I want it to get crazy stupid in this one.
Yeah, my complaint with the Super Bowl previews is it wasn't much new footage. Like there was like a second each thing. Like the Terminator, we'd already seen. Furious, we had already seen. Jurassic World, we pretty much already seen. The only one that did a different trailer was Ted. Did anybody catch that? Where they sneak into the bedroom to try to get the sperm to make Ted's child. That was funny.
Oh.
Tom Brady's bedroom.
Dude, did you see that? He threw you in a perfect spiral. Oh, man. Anyway, moving on. Ryan Reynolds recently did an interview talking about Deadpool, and he was straight up asked, like, did you guys leak this? And he said, honestly, I thought the writer and director of this movie did, because for years we had been joking that one of us was going to leak it. And, but it didn't end up being them. I guess somebody at Fox did it on their own, and then eventually Fox released it. But he said the leak is 100% why this movie is being made. And he's like, don't worry. He's like, I know a lot of fans are upset about Green Lantern, but to be fair, when I went in and I auditioned for Green Lantern and I got the part, we didn't have a script yet. He's like, I just went in based on the character and the synopsis that they had told me. He's like, but the Deadpool script is awesome. And yeah, he thanked the fans and just reiterated that it was going to be a low-budget film, which means more freedom for them. So that is all awesome. He was cool. He said, if I had to do the Green Lantern thing over again, I'd still do it because it was a fun learning experience, and now I know what to do and what not to do. Max?
Yeah, if somebody was offering me millions of dollars to be in a crappy movie, I'd do it too. I don't fault the guy for getting a paycheck, but Green Lantern sucked. I mean, and at least he knows that, and he's willing to say that yes, even now knowing that it was, it will suck as much as it did, I would still do it. I think Ryan Reynolds deserves a bit of respect for that. I mean, good on you, man. As far as Deadpool is concerned, it's pretty much more of the same, like we've been kind of hearing for a little bit now. So, awesome, great. Yeah, I just hope the movie is good, and yeah, that's all I want is a good, wacky, zany, shoot 'em up, blood and guts everywhere, making wisecrack Deadpool movie.
Yep. Philip.
So yeah, I'm excited for it. I mean, I agree with Max there that it's good that he acknowledges his mistake and what happened, regardless of whether or not he'd do it again. He enjoyed it. That's cool. But the fact that he's trying to make sure he's trying to get that goodwill back with fans, I actually appreciate that a lot. And so that kind of, I wouldn't say that gets me more optimistic, but I think it keeps my optimism because it goes with everything we've heard so far, and it just kind of continues the path. So for that reason, I'll say the same.
Nice, Mike.
Yeah, I'm pretty much on board. Excuse me, with what you guys said. Here's the whole deal. It's like I know we mentioned this in the Man of Steel review briefly. That yeah, he wasn't the best choice probably for Green Lantern, but hey, if you're getting thrown a ton of money for the project, and if you're kind of a fanboy about stuff, you'd want a shot at that role too, regardless of whether or not you'd be perfect casting or not. And like Max and Philip said, at least he's kind of owned up to the fact that yeah, that movie's bad. He's like, I'm sorry we couldn't deliver better. Let's try better with Deadpool, which feels like it's more in his wheelhouse. He can let go a little bit more. That was kind of the thing with Green Lantern is that, yeah, I get it. Hal Jordan's supposed to be kind of a jackass at times, but you could see Ryan Reynolds trying to keep him very grounded when Ryan Reynolds is at his best when he is just zany off the wall, which is what Deadpool will give him an opportunity to be, is this smart, sophisticated, clever, funny as hell, and totally nuts character.
I've got a quick question for everybody. Do you think that Ryan Reynolds would have played a better Jon Stewart Batman in blackface? Or Green Lantern? Why did I say Batman? But Jon Stewart Green Lantern in blackface. What do you think? Ryan Reynolds.
We talking to Robert Downey Jr. in Tropic Thunder kind of thing?
Oh, no. Like, at least Robert Downey Jr. in Tropic Thunder had, like, surgeries and stuff. Look like that. I'm talking straight up blackface.
Like painting the face black like a permanent marker or something.
Big little lips on there. Yeah, what do you guys think? I think that would have been better, a Green Lantern movie.
I think it makes us all racist if we answer this question, doesn't it?
I'm going to go with, I would have loved to see Denzel as the Jon Stewart Green Lantern. There.
I would love to see Denzel as a Jon Stewart Green Lantern too. What a safe answer, Mike.
Fuck Denzel. No, dude. No, fuck Denzel. I'm tired of Denzel.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because Denzel is the black Liam Neeson. Like,
what's wrong with Liam Neeson?
They make the same movie over and over and over again. Everyone's like, yeah, this movie is badass. I'm like, yeah, Man on Fire was badass. They're like, no, this is the Equalizer. I was like, yeah, Man on Fire was badass.
Don't tell me you wouldn't love to see Denzel Washington in a Green Lantern suit cruising out about space with Kilowog being like, come on, man, smoke this.
Like Training Day style. Yeah, I'm down.
Yeah, Training Day style. Except Kilowog would probably be the guy training him, but whatever.
No, dude, I'm tired of Denzel. Denzel, you can retire, bro. Unless you're gonna act in something. If he wants to act in something, then I'm down to watch him do it. But I just think he's gotten to that zone where he just kind of plays Denzel. Samuel L. Jackson's been there for years. Al Pacino's been there for years.
Yeah, but to be fair, at least when Denzel does the same thing over and over again, it's typically still good. Like, it is the same movie, but it's still good. Samuel L. Jackson does a lot of direct-to-DVD movies, and they are not in the same league.
No, at least that's what I'm saying. Denzel's a hack, because at least you know that Samuel L. Jackson's on his grind. Like, he's just straight about that money. He's on the streets, down and dirty, doing all that stupid crap just to get some paychecks. But he needs the money. Obviously, I don't know what he's spending it on. I mean, like, he's got to have so much money.
Max, to tie this into Green Lantern again, did you see Safe House with him and Ryan Reynolds? I'm just curious.
I did, and it was Man on Fire.
That was fun. I liked that one, and I thought Two Guns was fun too.
Oh yeah, Two Guns is.
Oh, you mean Comedy Man on Fire? Yeah, that was good too.
So, Star Wars spin-off news. Aaron Paul and Felicity Jones are the front-runners for the next Star Wars, the first Star Wars spin-off movie directed by Gareth Edwards, the director of Godzilla. He apparently really likes Breaking Bad because he keeps putting them in his movies. I don't know who they would play, but the rumor is the movie will center around Boba Fett and Han Solo. Because, there's all these rumors that they were going to do 2 separate movies, but I guess recently it was hinted at very, very hard that from Gareth Edwards himself that it would focus around Han Solo and Boba Fett. And I don't know. I don't think Aaron Paul can play Han Solo if that's who they're getting. I mean, I don't know. Mike, your thoughts on this rumor?
Science, carbonite, bitch. I mean, it hasn't been a confirmation of anything, really, is what you're saying.
No, it's reputable sources. It's just a rumor.
Aaron Paul's riding a real hot streak, after coming off of Breaking Bad. Need for Speed didn't help that much. But Felicity Jones, I know, she's riding high because she's Oscar nominated, right, for Theory of Everything.
Yes.
So, I mean, this is all, yeah, it's still speculation. I don't know whether or not it'd be kind of cool, I guess, to see a Boba Fett standalone, even though it's not something I'm desperately wanting to see. I'm not one of those Star Wars fans where I'm like, Boba Fett is the man. Like, he's the most awesome thing ever, because he hasn't done anything. Like other people have mentioned, he doesn't do much. So, yeah, it would be interesting if they do build on his character a little bit, if it is about him. Who knows? Make it about the walking trash compactor. And make Tom Cruise the walking trash compactor.
Well, something I'm just now reading, just fits in with what we're talking about right now. It's another rumor, but apparently Gareth Edwards wants Michael Fassbender as Boba Fett. That is what I'm reading right now. It's another reputable source. It's still a rumor. I like Michael Fassbender. Put him in everything. Max?
He's going to have to tan up.
Hey, man, blackface. Let's do it. Okay, no, I really hope Fassbender gets the job. I do love him and everything. Even those crappy X-Men movies are good when Fassbender's in them. So I'm totally down. I'm just hoping that they don't do what they tried to do with the crappy X-Men movies, where, all the Magneto stuff is super sweet, and then anything involving anybody else in the movie is terrible. I don't want that. So if they're gonna try to put too much together again, then that's going to make me sad. But so we have Aaron Paul and Felicity Jones. I never saw that movie that Felicity Jones was in. So, I can say that she's a very cute young lady. Like, I do find her sexually attractive. Other than that, I can't say anything towards her. Yeah, I watched Need for Speed, and that movie was not as bad as I thought it was going to be. But, it was more like a car accident instead of a train wreck. So, but like everybody still died. So it's we'll see how Aaron Paul does. I'm hoping that Breaking Bad wasn't just the right role for him, and then there's really nothing else. I'm hoping that's not the case. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Maybe he can get on The Price is Right again.
All right, everybody. What we're going to do is, instead of starting our Marvel Universe review series that we're doing, we are going to review First Class and Days of Future Past, because I have been dying to have this conversation with Max, but I didn't want to do it personally. I wanted to save it for our podcast. So we're not doing a review this week, but the following week we will do First Class and then Days of Future Past, because it'll be fun.
Explain to me how come I always got to sit through these crappy fucking movies that you guys make me watch. I always got to sit through this bull crap. There's been like 2 good movies worth watching.
You got to watch Man of Steel this past week, dude.
Yeah, okay, that was one out of how many of these things have we done? Like 15?
Well, you liked the Evil Dead series, and the first few that we did was for practice.
Okay. No, you made me watch all the crappy Star Wars movies, making me think that we were going to watch the good ones, and then we just stopped. And then...
Because I want you to appreciate it when we get to them. You want to do Star Wars after we do First Class and Days?
We might as well wait for when it's going to come. When it comes out in the theater. I thought they were coming out in the theaters. Like, what's going on with that? I thought
they are supposed to. AMC has said some stuff on their podcast about it.
Okay, well, they need to get on that, because I'm sitting over here getting more and more pissed off as we go.
What were we talking about? Oh yeah, Aaron Paul. Philip, what are your thoughts on it?
And Max took over the podcast. But so that's interesting because I had not seen Need for Speed, and I was hoping that Aaron Paul was a good character actor, but I guess we'll find out. Because from what I heard from the reviews about her, she's a decent character actor. So that part excited me because at least that's really all I looked at. Was that all right? Cool. They're at least trying to get some good actors in some roles, and maybe it'll be interesting. Who they're gonna play, we'll have to see. I mean, Fassbender is Boba Fett. I guess whatever. I'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, it's just pure speculation, and speculation is fun. They throw out so many names on these things, and you get excited, like Bryan Cranston as Lex Luthor. But I think Jesse Eisenberg is going to be just as good, so I've gotten over that. Anyway, it looks like the Joker is coming to Gotham, and they are going to start that storyline in the next few weeks. I have gotten off the Gotham train, and I don't know what to do. I don't know how they're going to pull the Joker. I hope that the guy from Fresh Beat Band is not the Joker. That would make me really sad. Unless you watch him turn out to be a terrific actor on a shitty show, whatever. But, Max, you're our resident Batman guy. How do you feel about the Joker coming to Gotham?
Well, I still watch Gotham, but not because it's good. I only watch it because I'm physically drawn to watching it. I don't know why I can't stop. But it's terrible, and this is a horrible idea. The Joker is a Batman villain. Like, if you're not going to show Batman at all in the series, then there's absolutely no reason for you to show the Joker. It doesn't make any sense at all. And the only thing I could see them doing was starting some Red Hood stuff. If they wanted to do that and leave it at that, that would be fine. But if you have the Joker, who was created by Batman, in a Batman show that doesn't have Batman, what are you doing? What are you doing? This is the worst idea. This is the worst idea. The only way it makes any sense is if they keep it with the Red Hood or the Red Hood gang or whatever they want to do, but no Joker, no mention of any of that, because that is just terrible. That messes up every timeline known to man.
Mike?
Point of order, the Joker wasn't created by Batman in The Dark Knight. You could argue that. Just saying. Anyways, yeah, I need to watch Gotham. Like, I do, because I'm supposed to write a review for it at Never Ending Radical Dude. And I have been bad. I've been skipping episodes, or not skipping episodes.
No one blames you. No one blames you.
Yeah, like there's no motivation for me to keep up. After the Asylum episode with Inara from Firefly, I checked out. I was like, okay, I'll catch up to this sometime. The Joker idea, honestly, yeah, I'm with Max on that. I'm hoping they go the route of he becomes his own criminal in the form of the Red Hood, and so that way he's in place. So when the kid finally grows up to be Batman, he'll be a nice 70-year-old Red Hood that can become a nice 80-year-old Joker. Personally, I was kind of thinking the reason they're keeping the Wayne's killer shrouded in secrecy, unless a recent episode has addressed that, I'm not sure. You might want to let me know. Was because I thought they might be going the Jack Napier route from Burton's '89 Batman, where it turns out the Joker's the killer of the Waynes. That's why he had to wear the mask, because we totally wouldn't have seen the Joker being the killer. Oh, wait, we've already seen that. Yeah, I got to catch up on this show, unfortunately. So,
Philip, are you still watching Gotham?
No. The last episode I watched was the last episode we reviewed.
Episode 2? Wow. It's funny because you and I were so optimistic at the beginning, and we've bowed out, and Max is still going, and he's hated it from the second. It's like...
But I'm telling you, please don't watch it. Don't watch it, people. Stop watching the show so they take it off the air. I'll keep watching it. I'll tell you how crappy it is. You can stop watching it. I'm freeing everyone from their responsibilities to watch the show.
It's already got its second season. Philip?
I'm just saying, if we start now, maybe we can kill it. Maybe.
No look, Max. It's the train's already going. That's why they're throwing in the Joker.
Maybe we can derail this fucker before it gets any worse.
Uh, you can hope. You can only hope, Max. I agree, but it's all right. It's a full steam ahead, man. They've got so much coal loaded in that train. They're like, it's not stopping. It's not stopping. So I don't know. I mean, the fact that they're introducing the Joker, okay, whatever. I just don't care enough about the show for it to matter to me. I mean, I agree, Max, that it's not a Batman show, but they're gonna do whatever they want. I mean, it's
Well,
gonna be, what are they gonna do with Supergirl and all that other stuff? We'll have to see.
I mean, that's something else. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh man, please, people. All I'm saying is, America, please stop. Please, just stop watching the show. Go back to Duck Dynasty and Honey Boo Boo. You don't have to watch Gotham.
well, I'm going to be getting caught up too because I'm going to review it with Max at the end of the season.
No, no, I'm telling you, stop watching.
Yeah, I can't really comment on this, but I know some of you have seen it. The John Wick directors are going to direct the new Chris Pratt movie, Cowboy Ninja Viking. Mike, how do you feel about this?
This is the first I'm hearing about it, and I have no idea what Cowboy Ninja Viking even is.
Nobody does.
I mean, cool. If it's Chris Pratt, definitely. Like, dude's doing pretty well so far. Lego Movie, Guardians of the Galaxy, Parks and Rec. I'll support whatever project he's backing, as long as it's kind of stupid fun. Like, I was one of the few people I knew who liked cowboys and aliens.
I did too.
I thought that was a pretty solid film, and I was sad to see that go by the wayside. So if it embraces that level of fun that Cowboys and Aliens was, I could definitely get into Cowboy Ninja, what? Viking?
Viking.
Okay, I can get into that, sure.
Hex.
All right, Cowboy Ninja Viking is a Image Comics release written by A.J. Lieberman and drawn by Riley Rossmo. Came out 2009, and yeah, and as the story is kind of like, it's really weird. It's sort of like a government agency that takes schizophrenics and makes them like agents for to do all kinds of black ops stuff. So, but what they do is they'll take a personality and assign it to everyone's got multiple personality disorder. So they assign you 3 different personalities. So at any given time, you could go do a murder, and then your other personality will kick in, not knowing that the other personality did anything, and this keeps everyone plausible deniability, yada yada yada. So assigned 3 identities. This guy got Cowboy, Ninja, and Viking. So he's got 3 like attack personalities, and there's all kinds of different ones with different skill sets. So he's like, some of them are like master chefs and stuff like that. Like, it's so it'd be a little weird if it was like psychiatrist, dominatrix,
gas pumper.
Yeah. Yeah, there was sniper, archer, clothing designer is one of the actual people from the comic book. So it's a crazy comic book. I say thumbs up, do it. I got 0 expectations coming from this thing, so I mean, you guys can just go ahead and do whatever, because I'm sure it'll at least be extremely funny.
That premise sold me. Yeah.
Philip, have you seen John Wick?
I have not. I'm actually hoping, since it just came out on Blu-ray, I want to watch it. But no, so I actually saw the article, and then I read more about it, and it really intrigued me. It sounds really different and really interesting. And that's kind of what seems like it'll be a fun movie in that regard. And the fact that he's going to be the lead character, I like that, because, I mean, I think he can lead that kind of a role where he needs to be action, he needs to be a little serious, and he can also be kind of funny, because it sounds like there's going to be at least some humor tied in with all of this. So as far as the fact that the directors are associated with it, I think that's a good thing, because from what I've heard from most people, John Wick was a good action movie. Whatever you think about Keanu Reeves, at least it was a good action movie. So that to me says this is in good hands.
Awesome. Next up, the Teen Titans lineup for the TV series has been announced, and it is as follows. Dick Grayson will be playing Robin and Nightwing, it looks like, or some incarnation of them. Barbara Gordon, Oracle, Hawk and Dove, Raven, Starfire, Cyborg, and Beast Boy, possibly later on. I I don't know how. I mean, are they gonna have? Is it gonna be like connected to Batman in any way, or is this gonna be like a standalone where Robin hasn't met Batman? He's just Nightwing.
I think because I saw this article on Nerdist originally, so I think the premise they said, according to the script leak, alleged script leak, is that Dick Grayson has broken all ties with Batman and has moved to Boston, where the Titans are going to be based out of in this iteration. And he is at first Robin, but by the end of the pilot, he's transitioning into his Nightwing identity. And that Raven and Starfire aren't going to show up until the end of the pilot, too. And that Barbara Gordon will be in a wheelchair. She'll be Oracle.
Max?
Oh, what were you saying, Mike?
I mean, I was just going to say, as for Beast Boy and Cyborg, I don't think they were confirmed. I can't imagine them probably having Cyborg, since he'll probably be getting started in the movieverse. But,
oh, no, yeah, that's right. Nerdist is claiming that Cyborg and Beast Boy aren't included in the Titans pilot script, but there's potential for them to appear later in the series run.
And I think they don't know if it's tied into Arrow or Flash yet.
Yeah.
So, okay, it's without Beast Boy and Cyborg, it's Robin, Batgirl, Starfire, and Raven? Oh, Hawk and Dove. Hawk and Dove, okay. I was about to say, so it's just, Nightwing, the pimp, and he's just running around with the arrow, like...
TNT knows drama.
Oh, that would be interesting. Okay, so yeah, cool. I don't know. The only thing I got a problem with is Batgirl Oracle being in that lineup. She's not traditionally a Teen Titan, but whatever. Go for it. Sounds okay. Definitely the plot point where Robin is pissed off at Batman and he's finally had enough and he decides to go do his own thing. That's definitely in running with the comics, so that's fine. Cool with that. Yeah, do it. We'll see how it goes. The show's probably going to be as bad, if not worse, than Gotham, but we'll see how it goes.
Oh, Max, you might enjoy this. The pilot script was co-written by Akiva Goldsman, who wrote Batman and Robin.
Yeah, so here we are with quite possibly the worst show on television. And people are still getting excited. Why are we even still talking about this?
Philip?
Oh, Max, you're awesome. So, yeah, I mean, so from my perspective of Teen Titans really was just mostly the animated show that they had. So I definitely can see where Max is coming with. Barbara Gordon was never really a traditional person as far as that goes. I'll see. I mean, yeah, it doesn't bode well, the fact that the writer was the writer of a movie that was not very good, but hey, maybe they've gotten better. It has been almost 20 years.
Not very good is the understatement of all understatements.
This writer, I just looked him up on IMDb. He has the most inconsistent film list ever. He did
A Beautiful Mind. Yeah.
Yeah, he did Batman Forever, A Time to Kill, Batman and Robin, Lost in Space, A Beautiful Mind, I, Robot, Cinderella Man, The Da Vinci Code, I Am Legend, Angels and Demons, Winter's Tale, and then the second Divergent movie.
You see, I don't think that his pluses outweigh his minuses. I think he's more in the negative than in the positive. I would rather this guy not exist than have A Beautiful Mind and the other good movie that he made. And all that other crap. That's terrible. This guy is terrible. But, I also liked Young Justice, the cartoon. I don't know if anyone watched that. Young Justice, that was on Cartoon Network for a little bit. That was a really, really good cartoon.
I hated that it went off the air for Teen Titans Go and all that stuff.
Yeah, dude. I don't see why they had to take away that one to add Teen Titans Go, but whatever. Young Justice is great, and that was a kind of a little offbeat Teen Titans crew. So again, we'll see how they do it. But if they should get some of those writers from Young Justice. That they know what they're doing.
It was just announced today that Amazon is dropping a lot of the BBC program that they have. So all the Doctor Who fans that have Amazon Prime, you will not be able to watch Doctor Who after February 15th.
They give a reason why?
Um, no, I tried to find one. I think they're just licensing one up. They did secure the rights for Orphan Black, and it looks like that's the only BBC show they are keeping. Oh, they want exclusivity, and BBC doesn't want to give them that, but they gave them that for Orphan Black. I know Netflix recently had a deal with them too that was about to expire. I don't know if they actually were able to re-up it or not, because it did go through. So yeah, you can watch Doctor Who still on Netflix for any Whovians out there that were afraid. I don't know. What do you guys think of this, BBC? I'm a big Sherlock fan. I'm gonna watch Orphan Black. Max?
Go ahead, Mike. Go ahead.
Well,
Okay. Well, here we go. Trainwreck. Doctor, I like it. I kind of like it for its weird science fiction. When it gets hardcore science fiction, that's when I really, really like it. But it is also very cheesy and very campy. So, it's got a lot of stupid fun in it. But, yeah, I don't really care what Amazon Prime does or what Netflix does. If they took Doctor Who off of all of these streaming media, I would not lose not one wink of sleep over it.
Mike?
yeah, I'm not really that concerned because I've been watching Doctor Who for free through a site that's not Amazon Prime or Netflix or anything, so I'm not too worried about it.
Philip?
So the Doctor Who going off the air, I mean, at least there's another alternative for anyone that has, if they happen to have both. But what I'm more excited about is by them signing that exclusivity, I'm hoping that means Orphan Black will actually show up sooner on Amazon Prime. Because that is an amazing show if you haven't watched it. It's definitely a mind bender, the first season. I still haven't seen the second season. I'm hoping February 15th that'll show up and I can watch it then. So.
I've heard nothing but good things. I heard the actress on that show is unbelievable.
Yes. And hot. Very hot.
She's very good looking. I do watch that show religiously. The second season was not as good as the first season, but it was still definitely watchable. No, the greatest thing about that show is, it's not Jean-Claude Van Damme in in that movie where he was twins.
All of them?
She'll be her, she's one character and she's another character. They'll be talking to each other. Then she has to be a character pretending she's another character to another character that's herself. So it's a lot of acting and layered acting that's going on, and it holds up so well. It's really just so much fun to watch her interact with herself, and the way the camera technology, the technology that they use, the camera work that they do is very, very good. It's all pretty seamless. So, I mean, even on the technical aspect of the show, you can watch that show and enjoy it, just because they do a lot of really cool stuff, and you can tell that they don't have a really huge budget. So, I mean, it's just a lot of good film work.
And then on top of that, one of her three personalities comes out, either ninja, cowboy, or Viking. It's a complicated story, man.
Oh, man. Oh, there it is. There it is.
Oh man, this has been a fun cast. Poor Dan. I'm sad that he had to miss it. Philip, do you have anything in the world of video games?
So no, not. I mean, for the most part, there was a SpongeBob game that came out, mostly on the handhelds and 360. Otherwise, it's mostly been Steam PC releases of smaller independent developers. Nothing big splashy, but some interesting games. I mean, not entirely interesting or intriguing enough for me to get information on it, but that's pretty much all that's really going on this week.
Is the SpongeBob thing just a movie tie-in because they got that movie coming out or whatever?
Yep.
Oh,
Yep.
Okay.
Max, comic books?
Have you played Dragon Age Inquisition yet?
No.
No.
Dude, you suck, dude. The one game I played, and nobody else plays it. You guys all suck.
It's not from lack of wanting to. It's just
Whatever.
lack of time.
Whatever. There's no excuses. You guys suck. Period.
I've been reading comic books.
I'm not doing comic book news because I'm so upset about this video game. You're the video game guy, and I played the awesome video game. You won't even talk about it.
Dude, I've been real life questing and trekking all over New Jersey. I got plenty of adventure.
In comic book news, the Darth Vader comic book comes out this month. I haven't picked it up yet. I don't even know if it's actually out. I don't know what day it comes out, but it's coming out this month at some point in time. So just go to your comic book store every day, and it comes out. Don't look on the internet. Don't find out when it's actually coming out. Go there every day and pester them about the Darth Vader comic book coming out. I'm really excited for this one.
Awesome. Some things coming down the pipeline. February 15th, we have Comic Book Club. We still don't have a location yet, but we will hopefully have one soon.
We do it here at work. There's internet, and there's a bar like right down the street. We're going to do it here.
And we're going to do it at AJ's Cafe in downtown Columbus. And for anybody that lives out of state, they can join us via Google Hangouts. Coming up on the next week, Better Call Saul premieres, which we will be doing a review of the first 2 episodes. Probably hit around Wednesday or Thursday online, so look for that. Walking Dead mid-season premiere starts. We'll probably try to review that also. And then House of Cards Season 3 is at the end of this month, which we are going to review. The way we're going to do our reviews from now on is we're going to review the first episodes and then the season as a whole because it's too hard to do week to week. Philip and I are still going to do 12 Monkeys week to week just because it's fun and you can speculate. But, yeah. Any guys have anything else to add?
We need to do House of Cards Power Marathon, 10 hours, just straight through, and we're going to do House of Cards review for the whole thing.
That's what I want to do.
Ribs.
What?
And order ribs, Freddy's ribs, while we're at it.
Oh man! Give me a whole mess of ribs.
Mm-hmm.
Max is going to do that in blackface for everyone.
Well, I'm already in blackface.
It's so bad that's the running theme of tonight.
Oh my.
Well, tonight has been a fun cast. Dan, if you're listening, we missed you, buddy. Mike, thanks for joining us from McGTV. Go to youtube.com/Mike McGTV. But it's McGTV. Sorry, yeah, it's right there on the bottom of his screen. That's a tongue twister, man. Wow. And you can find us at this link down below on podomatic.com/Geek News or search Geek News onto iTunes. Have a great night.